Randy from Top Rope Belts here with you again. Today I'm going to show you something that you rarely ever see. This is a real ring used belt that has had over a year of ring use and abuse. So I mean, you look at belts on television and how they look after just being used for a few weeks, and then you check out the Top Rope belts. You're going to see the quality, especially when I show you the detail with which this thing is put together. This is the PWI International Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. PWI is the next big thing in wrestling. It's a governing body that has members from all over the world. Kind of like NWA used to be in its heyday, PWI is the next step. Pro Wrestling International. Google them, check them out on the internet. Now let me walk you through this belt. And remember, this belt has been used for over a year. The champion is the Hurricane Shane Helms. So obviously he takes good care of the belt. But let's just start down here and check this thing out. Look at all the detail in there with the jewel plating. There's no stacked plates on that end plate, but we do have the Swarovski crystals in there that are still nicely set, none missing. Next side plate, again, no stacked plates, but you do have the Swarovskis in there. Look at that jewel plating. That gold is still just as fresh as the day it was put on. And look at the painting detail work in those flags. Guys, those aren't stickers like you see on these little ringside belts for 99 bucks. These are all etched out, hand-drawn, hand-painted flags with that much detail. It's just an awesome feat when you get down to it. Quickly skim over the main plate here and hit these other side plates because I want to come back to this main plate. Again, just look at the condition that this thing is in. No scratches. Gold is strong. Down in the crevices, I mean, it could stand to be polished up a little bit, but I mean, overall, this looks better than most new belts on the market. All right, now I'm gonna get back to this main plate because this was one of the first ones that we did with our innovative negative space, and I'm going to explain that concept to you. First of all, let's start up here at the top with a stacked plate of the dueling lions with a crown and the Swarovski in the middle. That is a nice layered plate on there. If I can get this little side view here for you. Okay. Look at the detail work and all those flourishes. The gold plating, I mean, again, that gold, it's just as gold as the day it was put on. And we're going to have multicolor on the main plate here. Instead of the red, we've got blue, and we've got crystal clear. Now, look at the layers. See that nickel plate right there with all the grooves in it? It's a layer. This banner, another layer. This nickel plate underneath the banners, another layer. The International Heavyweight banner, another layer with an inside cut. Guys, that is hard to do, and you rarely see an inside cut, especially with those radiuses. And we've done this over a year ago. PWI, just as shiny as a mirror. I mean, let's get in here. You can see my camera in that thing. Another layered plate sitting on, yes, another layered plate, the globe with the flags. And again, look at the detail in these flags. I mean, you don't see that much detail in most people's full-size flags, much less ones that are about the size of my fingernail. Now, let me show you the concept behind the negative space. I hope you can make this out. You're seeing empty space between the base plate and the stacked plate of the banner. I've got a glove on my hand, so that's not a good example, but you should be able to see space in there. Can you see that compared? And so the look that that gives you in person is outstanding. Look up there in the corner above that letter P. And here again with a nice little close-up. These are nice gaps in here of at least 4 millimeters. Just an outstanding accomplishment in putting a belt together. The design work by Kevin, the assembly work by Eddie. You know, this is a tremendously beautiful design. It's not the least expensive belt we've ever made, but man, I think it's worth every penny and more of what PWI spent for this beauty. So remember, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, tell your friends, and we're at topropebelts.com. Tradition and innovation, Top Rope Belts.